Hi, Helen here. Welcome back to my channel. This is your leg tone tune-up. So this short class, we'll be focusing on strengthening and toning the thighs and the glutes as well. So great for getting strong and protecting our joints, but also feeling good in our bodies too. Like and subscribe to this channel for more yoga-inspired movement and conditioning to feel strong inside and out and to move with more ease and joy. So we don't need any equipment, but you might like to repeat this sequence using some ankle weights. Let's start at the top end of our mat. Feet hip width. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forwards and come down. Walk yourself back to a plank. Lower down with or without the knees, cobra or upward facing dog if you're ready for that. And then downward facing dog. And we'll come down onto the knees into a tabletop here. Let's take one leg. I'm going to take my right one off to the side. Now keep everything else as it is. Press down through the hands, roll the shoulders back. Spine stays long, belly cinches in. So all we're going to do is lift that right leg up and tap it down, up and tap it down. Take a few more. See how still you can keep everything else. 3, 2, 1, and bring it back. Little child's pose in between. And coming up, other side. Left leg goes off to the side. Push. Cinch, lengthen, up, up. Now, it doesn't matter how far it goes. Keep everything else steady rather than swaying over to the opposite side. Three, 2, 1. Back to center, little child's pose. And then all the way up into downward facing dog. Lift the heels, walk or step both feet back to the top, folding there. Inhale to stand, soften the knees, use the belly, coming up and release. Inhale up, exhale to fold, moving back to your plank. Cobra. And then a downward facing dog. Float back down onto the knees. This time, roll onto one side. I'm going to the left. Left hand, left knee. That left foot's going to flick off the back edge of my mat. Right foot goes to the back end. So side plank. Version. Float the top leg up. Point the toes away. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Cinch in through the belly so you feel really long. Hand stays on the hips. Starts to make small circles. Breathing fully. Go backwards. Resisting the floor with that balancing hand and leg. Good, and back to the center. Brief child's pose, release the wrists. Coming back up, other side. So just take your time, a moment just to set up there. Roll that lower shoulder back, get nice and long. Then lift, then point. Making those circles. So I think it feels harder on this side for me. See how it feels for you. Good, we're backwards. Keep breathing. Good. And center. Drop the hips. Coming up. Downward facing dog. You might like a little sway there with the hips side to side. Good. And then walking back to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale to stand. Well, let's come straight back down. Exhale. Step it back to plank cobra or upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Inhale, take the left leg up behind. Exhale, knee comes under. And take it back up. Exhale, under. Inhale, up. Take a couple more. Keep cinching in through the belly, pushing into the hands. So on the next one, exhale under. Keep it under, now roll forwards with the shoulders. Hug that knee all the way in towards your chest and eventually step the left foot to the top. Draw the back heel down. Inhale, let's windmill the arms up. Reverse warrior. And then lift that front heel up. So have a comfortable stance to sink the hips. Lift the front heel up. Reaching back. Drop. Lift. Drop. Lift. Now as you go there, keep that front knee drawing out. Don't let it roll inwards. Good. Last one. Pause. Belly still cinching in. And then release. Skater to the back end of your mat. To the top. To the back. To the top. Now this time as we go to the back, cross the front foot behind, a little curtsy. Step it back to the top, little curtsy. Moving with control here. Maybe now you keep the hands out the chest. Moving slow with control. Maybe a little bit deeper, if that feels good. We've got one more each side. Good, now just step that front foot back to the top. Pivot, take a reach. Exhale, the hands down to the floor. Lift the back leg. Now this balancing knee can be bent as much as you need to. Just gonna take little pulse lifts with this top leg. Spine stays long, chest up. Count 3, 2, 1. Drop it down, fold. And walk yourself back to a downward facing dog. I'm gonna come into that second side. So inhale, lift the right leg up. This time, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale under. Inhale up. On that next one, hug it in even more, roll forwards, and eventually land the right foot at the top. Reverse warrior. Let's lift that front heel again. So really firmly press down through both feet. Lengthen the tailbone towards the floor, and then lift and lower front heel. But not really any movement anywhere else. You can breathe independently of the movement. Last one, pause. And then lower, skate it to the back. And to the top. So in this pose, the feet are turned out a little bit. And you kind of manage that to your own degree, what feels best for you and your hips and your knees. Next time we come to the back, hands come to the chest, curtsy back foot, And then front, back. Go at your own pace. Let's do a few more. Keep the torso up nice and high. Maybe come that little bit lower. Feel the glutes squeezing on to the bones. Good, and then the last one. Pivot around to face the top. Take a reach. Exhale, land the hands down. So rather than it being a split, we're not really folding forwards here. It's more like a warrior three. So keep the chest nice and high. Bend that front knees just as much as you need to. And then those little pulses with that top leg. Just trying to keep everything in the center. Nice and balanced. 3, 2, 1. Land it down, fold forwards. Come down to a squat. Then a seat. Bring the soles of the feet together. So I like to just stay up nice and high here. Create some traction by pulling against the feet or the ankles, drawing the shoulders back, feeling that great length through the spine, and then a little bounce, knees up and down. Then we could lift the knees, stretch the legs out, tip forwards, and again finding traction, this time fingertips against the mat. Staying connected to your breath, aware of what you're feeling. Calming up. Come to lie down. Just shake the legs out. Close your eyes and take a couple minutes just to do nothing. Let yourself be heavy, feel relaxed. Feel the work that you did sinking in, even in that short amount of time, feeling those benefits. And I will leave you here, chilling out. You might like to move on to another class. I'll leave you a couple of options down below if you like. Let me know how you got on with that in the comments. I look forward to hearing from you. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.